Good morning, Albany. I'm Joe Buno.
I'm Joe Diaz.
And I'm Emily Cody. Recently in the news, they've been talking about the quite extreme recession that we've been going through, saying it's the largest average since World War II of the longest recession we've ever encountered.
I know.
I can't believe the economy because one week it'll be going up 500, 600 points, and another week it'll be down 500, 600 points.
It's ridiculous.
It's
as long
been
as gas prices stay down, I'm pretty happy about it.
Yeah, I'm excited about the gas prices, but that's not good. It shows that the economy is continuing to fall, as well as like the oil prices and everything. Good for us, but not good for the economy.
I think that gas average is like $1.58.
Right.
Like that.
My hometown's $1.99. I've never seen it that low since I've been driving, pretty much.
Yeah, right. I'm $2.09 back at my house.
Not too bad though.
What's funny about the news with the economy and the stocks with the Dow Jones going down so much is that a lot of people say it was because they officially said it was a recession.
Right.
You know, they officially used that terminology, calling since I think December 2007 that we have hit an economic recession.
Well, Japan declared recession a couple weeks ago now we're declaring it. So I wonder who will be the next?
Right.
Well, if there will be the next.
All the economies are related, and when one fails, a lot of them that are incorporated with the United States are going to fail.
Especially
as well.
in the United States and China or Japan, they're
right,
just
the big
crazy.
players in the world. I know that it was saying that it could be like one of the most harmful recessions though since like 1980. Even though it's a big recession, this is going to be really, really harmful, and it's going to be very hard to bounce back to. They say this could go down in the record book for the longest recession since World War II.
Wow. And what was interesting, around a month ago when Bill Johnston was here, former president of the New York Stock Exchange, he was basically talking about how recessions can be a worldwide effect, how it can start in New York City, it can hit London, and before you know it, it's in Tokyo.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a spiraling effect.
Yeah, absolutely. So bad times for the economy.
Yeah, bad timing too. It's the holiday season. They're saying it's the worst holiday shopping season in years. They said in the past 3 decades it's been the worst holiday shopping season, and people are definitely struggling for money. There's job cuts, everything like that, so people are going to have to cut back with presents, which will going to hurt businesses. More businesses are going to close, which is just going to be spiraling for that.
That's why people are like, oh, the economy's fine, look at all those sales there are.
There's sales because businesses are failing.
Yeah, they need more people to come and shop.
Circuit City, second largest technology distributor behind Best Buy, they're closing tons of stores. I think a month ago they announced that they were having 30% of their stores were closing, and they were going to try and bring back the stores they already have, but it may be difficult because of the bad locations they're in and factors like that.
It's just Circuit City, Linds and things. What other big things are going on business? There's just so many things going on business.
Definitely.
Well,
and if those are going on business, mom and pop stores, those are destined to fail.
Destined to failing, yeah. These big companies, if they're failing, small stores are definitely going to go down the drain, unfortunately.
Well, hopefully it doesn't dampen the Christmas spirit, though, the holiday spirit, right?
So 24 days of Christmas now, right?
Wow. It's 24, 23 days around that.
As long as you're friends and family, everything will be fun, I'm sure. I can't wait for the Christmas season. I love the Christmas season.
Yeah, me too.
And everything in that.
Get done with finals and everything.
Yes, finals. I cannot wait.
Well, you can't wait. Well,
for them to be over with.
Right. not finals
can't wait for those finals.
I'm dreading finals.
Only a week left of classes, which is crazy. I'm halfway through my sophomore year, and it's time flew by. I can't believe we've been in college for a year and a half already.
Yeah, it really does fly by. I can't believe that I'm a junior. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, you old man.
Yeah,
in different news, get a load of this. 2 long-lost brothers discovered that they were brothers, and guess how far away they lived from each other? A block.
No.
Really?
After 80 years. Jack Shore and Lou Manilow, it didn't really say. But 80 years they lived in Chicago. One had to be put up for adoption because the parents actually didn't have enough money to support. They had 5 children at the time. They didn't have enough money to support a 6th one. Gave it for adoption. A year later, got adopted by a nice family, raised. It turned out they lived right down the block from each other.
Such a small world.
In Chicago. Can you imagine that? So
and
he
now
knew he had a brother.
They're over 80 years old now?
Yeah, well, one's 80 and one's 81.
And they're just meeting now?
Yeah. Well, they said that they met one time in previous occasion.
But they didn't know that they were brothers?
Watch or a neighbor party. They had no idea they were brothers. Jack Shore and Lou Manilow. So Lou was the one that got adopted. He knew that he had a brother named Jack, but he didn't know where, and so he finally found him.
Together.
And saw that was Jack Shore right down the
Wow.
That's That's
Small
unbelievable.
world.
It's crazy.
I hope my parents aren't holding any
Right?
secrets from me, you know, because, well, that's unbelievable, though.
Yeah. Chicago, you know.
Really just goes to show that it's a small world.
Yeah.
Like a really small
A
world.
really small world.
Yep. And so also Rosie O'Donnell's new show, Rosie Live, is going to be canceled.
Think you guys see it?
Boo-hoo.
I don't
Well, it's
know.
very good.
Do you believe that? It's going to be canceled after its pilot because of low ratings and awful reviews.
What was the sitcom that Rosie O'Donnell used to be on?
Well, she used to have her own show.
How
Rosie
did, yeah, how
O'Donnell
did
show,
she
I know
become
that.
so famous?
I don't know. She's
She was an actress. She was
she's
in.
funny, but you know, in Hollywood, it's all about appearances now. And you know, she went by on her personality for a long time, and I think Hollywood's becoming tougher and tougher to make it.
Well, because she has great personality, so she's funny. But you know when people are funny, great personality, but
Can be
they say but are
gorgeous.
pretty,
Yeah,
beautiful.
definitely.
Right. I mean, she was an actress early on in her career, but I don't remember her on a lot of movies. The only movie I remember her in was A League of Their Own with Tom Hanks.
Yeah,
Right.
that's actually a good movie.
And she was
That was
actually
Wasn't
kind of
she
funny
on
in
The
that.
View? I thought she.
Yeah, she was on the
For a
View
little while.
For a little while, right?
I remember that being a whole big thing. Oh, Rosie O'Donnell's on The View.
Mhm.
Great.
I know. I think she's a little bit past her prime. She was funny in her day, but as you get older, like children, teenagers our age aren't going to watch her as much anymore. Definitely. So the viewing rates are definitely going to
Well, do
decrease.
you guys watch that show Nip Tuck?
No,
No, my friends watch it.
It's one of
All
my
my
favorite
friends
shows,
watch it.
and Rosie O'Donnell was actually on it
What was
for like
she
a whole
doing?
season. She was actually like trailer park trash, and she won the lottery, and she
Makes
became
sense.
really rich, and she came in and got like all these plastic surgeries done and stuff. And
I think I saw an advertisement for that. Was that last year?
yeah, it was last season, and it was really funny one episode. And it's actually kind of gross. She bought two big huge earrings, and the buyer came by and like ripped the earring and like, ripped the ear. And, yeah,
I can't watch those kind of shows.
but it was Rosie O'Donnell, so it was kind of funny to see.
That show's not for me. I can't stand
It's a
it.
great show. Nip Tuck.
But after Tina Fey's awesome Sarah Palin impersonation in the prior months, I heard she was in the news again, right?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Her
they
scar.
talked about Tina Fey's scar.
The one on the left side of her face.
Yeah. In an interview in Vanity Fair, Jeff Richmond, that's
Her
her husband, says a stranger slashed Fey's face when she was 5 years old. He says the incident occurred in the front yard of her house.
Where exactly did she live?
They didn't really say.
I've never noticed a scar on her face, to be honest. I guess they just covered it up with makeup.
It's like it's down by her chin.
I always
right?
notice it on Saturday Night Live, like all the time.
I'm
when she
sure
did
in movies
that
they
news thing.
have the professional makeup artists.
Yeah.
They probably cover it up. Saturday Night Live is like more comedy, not like more about the looks, I think. So I mean, it's not overly noticeable, but I mean, I was always wondering, as an actress, why wouldn't she have it? Plastic surgery. She has.
She
all
was
the money
saying
in the
how
world.
she always forgot that it was there until she went on camera. And then she watched herself. She's like, oh my god, there's
Right.
a scar.
Mhm.
I guess that's what happens. So you have something there, you're so used to it, you don't even really see it anymore.
Yeah.
She has like a birthmark or freckle.
Right, you don't even
and
notice
you
it.
don't really notice it, but then you go on camera. And then,
It's so crazy that a 5-year-old would just be like slashed on her front yard. I'm really
Yeah, it is
curious to
actually
find
really
I'm going to research that tonight to find out where she was possibly living that this kind of incident would occur. I don't know. It's crazy to me.
And the skin on your face heals the fastest of anywhere on their body. That I do know. I remember when I was younger, I actually got a cut on my chin, and it's not even visible anymore. You can't even see the scar. Even if you looked for it, you couldn't find it.
I just looked for it.
Yeah.
It's non-existent. So that had to have been one pretty vicious scar and one
Right.
pretty badass.
Probably
Yeah.
not very deep.
That's actually really sad though that she was only 5 and a half.
Right, definitely.
Really, really unfortunate.
Well, let's see. Any Albany news? I know that we have a big Albany Siena game, basketball game this Saturday, 7 p.m. at the Times Union Center. I know I'm going.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten my ticket yet though, but can you
Yeah,
order
yeah.
them online?
No, I don't know. I don't think so. No, you have to go down to Res Life. It's on State Quad for all the people that live on campus. You have to go down there and get the tickets. But then people that live off campus can go to Coffee's Plus. It's $5. It's a donation towards St. Peter's. I don't know, one of the hospitals or foundations. It's for charity, which is great. It's really good. I got 4 seats actually. My friends and all. Yeah, there's like 13 of us going or something crazy like that. We
Oh
all
my
got
God,
4
that'd be
seats.
so much fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
And I know that you do make a $5 donation to a hospital for a charity, but they also are giving out free T-shirts. I think a half an hour before the game starts, so you kind of get a little reward back in return for donating to charity.
I think you get a T-shirt, one of those like cone things you can scream into, and a towel.
Yeah, they're trying to pump up the vibe of the games. They have big advertisements online, Paint Your Faces, School Spirit. They're all about that.
I'm pretty sure my roommate will.
Yeah, your roommates are
They're
crazy.
crazy. My sweet mates, they always paint Danes, take their shirts off,
Like
have
the
Danes
weird
written
stuff,
across.
that's funny.
It's really fun.
Well, speaking of men's basketball, ATV was there last night. The men's basketball team defeated Bryant University in Sefco Arena. I was there, and fellow reporter Brian Gabay was there. It was a very good game. They looked very good. So the Siena game on Saturday should be a good time.
I know, it's their biggest rival, neighboring schools, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Right. So it.
I think we lost them last year, right?
I think so too. I was just
Not
actually
by
thinking about when we were
a lot.
talking.
I remember I went to the game.
Yeah, I remember I went, but I forgot the score.
I think it was maybe 10 or 12 points. I'm not sure. I can't remember now. I remember we held our own for a while, but I know Siena is notorious for.
All I remember was it really was a lot of fun. It was
I
so
love
much
the
fun.
basketball games.
And last year we were freshmen, you go downtown, you never really down there that much. And you have to find times. It's fun.
No,
It's
it was
a good
fun.
experience.
I remember last year we went down there, parked in the wrong location, had our car towed. So
Oh,
that
that's
was
not
a little
fun.
bit of a
Oh,
bummer.
jeez.
So I'm definitely going to be taking the bus downtown. They are providing bus transportation.
Yeah.
I think beginning at 6 p.m. I
Mhm.
think it said that. I could be wrong about
I have my
that.
car up here, but there's no way I'm driving it down.
Yeah,
It's not
Yeah,
worth
it's
it.
still
It's
not
not
worth
worth
it.
it.
Hopefully you have to pay for parking, it'll be crazy.
It's
I'd
going to
rather
be
just
crazy
take the bus.
downtown, definitely.
Yeah.
There's also a football game, I think starting at 1:30 p.m. against Jacksonville Dolphins. It's the Gridiron Classic. Excuse me, I pronounced that wrong. So we are the
What day is
champions.
that, Saturday?
Saturday as well, 1:30. So you can go to the football game, get some food before the basketball game, and then head to that downtown. So
Yeah, and also Friday, the NCAA tournament starts for women's volleyball. I mean, they are red hot.
yeah,
They're on
kicking
fire.
butt, definitely
But they're
kicking
playing the second best team in the country at Stanford, so they have to fly across the country
butt. to California.
to
Yeah,
California.
mini vacation.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind
cold
that.
weather.
Yep.
I wouldn't mind going to
but
California.
for those of you who don't know, our women's volleyball team is excellent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
what-
been
what have we
taking
ranked
the
in the-
tournament
Have
the
we
other
ranked
day.
anything in the country?
Well, we won the American
I
East
think-
Conference.
I have a
and-
friend, I think, what was it? She said before they won that, I think there was 60th or something, or 50th, or around that, which not considering all the volleyball teams, all the colleges, that's like pretty substantial.
Yeah.
So they will be flying to California later in the week. They'll get some nice sun, which is something that
Jealous
is-
of.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And
me too.
so that should be everything. So it's going to be a great sports weekend. We have the football, we have the Gridiron Classic, we have
Gridiron. Oh my gosh.
okay. We have the basketball game against Siena, the rivalry game. That's always fun. And then the NCAA tournament begins against Stanford. So definitely a big weekend for the Albany sports.
We
Go
can
you,
update
Albany.
everyone on next
Yeah, go
Monday.
Danes, right? So but hey, a sweep would be nice, right?
Yeah.
All 3 wins. I mean, that's asking
That
for
would
a
be
lot.
nice.
Definitely.
But that would be pretty cool.
I know some local campus news with exams coming up. They've done this in the past where they have the exam snacks from 9:30 to 11 p.m. at night. I know it ranges from cookies and ice cream to they had like buffalo wings and veggie snacks. But I know I'm going to be cramming up all night, I'm sure. So if anyone would like to go get a snack, it's just a meal swipe, I believe,
I'm
from
already
9:30 to 11.
Cramming. I stayed up last night until 2:33.
Oh my
Doing
gosh.
for people out there doing the ITM. It's a great class. Peter Ross is a great teacher, but the case graders are kicking my butt.
I have roommates up all night last night too, doing the same thing. Luckily, I haven't taken the class, so I haven't experienced those cases. But I know all students talk about
It's easy
them.
if you go with Excel, but I'm not. So that's why I look so tired because
Oh,
I have like
I'm
5 hours of
completely
sleeping, 4 hours of sleep in me.
Yeah, I took ITM
yeah,
and all those
it's
case
horrible.
graders. I don't know.
Are you
find
good
it-
on computers?
Well, yeah, a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah,
I've worked with
exactly.
Excel, but
I'm horrible.
I
barely
kind
work mouse.
of like that class. I didn't find it terrible.
No,
I find
it's
it very interesting.
yeah, it's
It's just
interesting.
a lot of work.
And Peter Ross, he really is a great teacher. He's really
Everyone
nice.
says that.
But
Everyone thinks
it's
that.
just the workload is just. I've never been that stressed over homework.
I know. Right before Thanksgiving, all the teachers crammed everything into 1 week. 10-page research papers, hypothesis papers, exams. I don't know. Thank God for that vacation. Well rested, everything.
Yeah.
So, but now we're back in the swing of things. Exams are coming up, so stress starts all over again.
Yeah, it's
It
not.
was nice having a break though.
Yeah, but it's kind of weird because we were just home for Thanksgiving. We're here for a week of classes, take a couple of tests, and we're back home again.
I go home in 9 days, 8 days.
I feel like last year there was a bigger gap in between Thanksgiving and Christmas break. I don't
I don't
remember it
remember
being so close together.
Right, neither do I.
I mean, I'm sure it was because it's like the same time frame every single year, but I only have 2 finals because I have, a couple public speaking classes, so I'm out of here like 2 weeks maybe.
Yeah, I'm out the first Thursday. And I know a lot of people are out. I feel like a lot of people are out either early or out really, really late.
I have a
rub
final.
it in. I'm
You're
here
one of those
till
late
the
people?
very last
I
day.
have December 17th final, but I know that I live locally, so that I'm just gonna go home and drive back for my final.
I can't do that. I'm in Long Island.
Long Island.
So
It's
I
better
have
to be
to
Long
wait.
Islander kid though.
What are you trying to say over there?
I don't know. What Saratoga or Saratoga Springs?
Saratoga, yeah.
Right?
Well,
Only about 25
to
minutes
us
away.
Long Island kids, anything above Westchester is pretty much
Pretty
considered
much.
upstate.
Not even Westchester.
Like
It's-
anything above
it's
the
Long
city,
Island,
you're
it's
upstate.
Long Island, the city, upstate.
Right,
That's what it is.
pretty much it. So
I know, upstate gets a bad name. We're not all Hicks. I don't live in a farm. I don't have cows crossing my road.
You do have a daycare in your high school.
That is true.
Daycare
We
in
are
high
one
school.
of the only schools I know that has a daycare. We have an extremely high pregnancy rate. Well, I'm not sure why. My high school is compiled of a few towns. So a couple of the towns that come are very impoverished, and a lot of the pregnancy rates are higher in obviously impoverished towns. So we do have a daycare, but it's actually open to families, not just high schoolers, to families too.
Oh, okay.
For low-income families, they can get a cheap, reliable daycare center.
I thought it was all for the students. Like,
Um,
I'm going to class. I'm going to take little
A good
Sophie, whatever
Yeah,
your little
no, you
kid.
do see the little kids with their moms and dads. I mean, I know I had a kid who had 2 kids and another one on the way by the time he graduated with me. So I saw his kids going into daycare every single day, which
He had
baffles
2
me.
kids. He's our age and you
He was a year older than us, failed, graduated with me though, and his wife was, I don't know this way, a year younger than I was, already had 2 kids and a third one on the way. By the time they graduated
Maybe
high
they
school.
just liked kids. I don't know. Good for
I
them.
love
Well, if you
kids.
have a daycare, free daycare, go for it.
Yeah,
why not, right?
I mean, I think everyone loves kids, but never floats your boat, I guess.
Well, in some other news, Yahoo released their annual top 10 searches yesterday, and I guess that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, no, it is.
I
But
think,
you're interested in what other people are interested on. What you search every single day, but I wonder is it celebrities, is it news, is it what
Right.
people are interested in?
right.
And list.
And because I know that, I don't know about you guys, I use search engines at least multiple times a day.
Oh,
I
10
need to
times a
search-
day.
Ask.com is my homepage.
What's that?
Ask.com.
Ask.
Ask Jeeves.
AskJeeves.com?
Yeah,
That's
That's
funny.
my homepage.
I got Yahoo.
Oh, you're a Yahooer?
Yeah, Yahoo.
I just have Albany as
Yahoo.
mine.
Really?
I check my email constantly, so that's why I always have that.
Right, so the top 10 search will start at number 10. American Idol was number 10. I guess
I was
it makes
surprised.
sense.
Really? I was surprised. I thought the ratings for the show were going down. I didn't think it's as popular as it used to be.
I bet you it was higher last year.
Maybe it was higher from the list you're saying last year.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe. I know when the show first came out, it was a big hit. Everyone loved it, but you don't hear about it as much anymore. So.
Right. So, and you're going to see a recurring theme in this list. Number 9, Angelina Jolie.
Okay, I would look her up.
That's exactly the point. Number 8, Lindsay Lohan.
She's
again,
in the
I would look
news
her up.
not awesome, excuse me, all the time. She's, for this, that,
And she's always in the news saying something on her blog. And
Something stupid.
saying something stupid about, even though I'm caught with cocaine. I don't do it though. But I'm curious, so whatever.
Number 7, Naruto. That anime game, that kids anime game. No?
I'm
Anybody
not
never
ever?
really
heard of
into
that.
but I know.
Like a Pokemon sort of thing?
Oh, I guess so.
I don't know.
Did they make that name up? Is that a real word? Naruto?
I think it's Japanese.
Does it mean anime or what is it? Do you know what it means?
It's a cartoon series, just like
Oh.
Pokemon is. Like Pokemon is
Oh,
a word,
I
it's a
understand.
name.
I understand what you're saying.
Number 6, like I said, the recurring theme here, Jessica Alba.
I love
Jessica
Jessica
Alba.
Alba. I know. Some of my favorite movies have her in it.
I think that she
Should be higher in the list.
I think that she is the hottest girl on the planet. That's my opinion.
Wasn't she
Number
voted?
1 for
She
me.
was, what was it? Not Rolling Stone. They had a list of most attractive people in the world. I think she was definitely in the top 10 up there.
Blake Lively, she does it for me.
Yeah.
I love Blake Lively.
Gossip Girl, right? She's on or something?
Yeah,
Gossip
yeah.
Girl,
She was in Accepted.
Sisterhood
That's
of the
when I fell in
Traveling
love.
Pants, right? The long blonde.
Yeah,
Right.
she was in that show
Traveling
movie
Pants.
Accepted. So that movie.
Oh, that's
Melted.
right, that's right.
Fell in love.
Accepted. That's right, the college movie. That's right. Number 5, I don't even know what this is. RuneScape? Some game?
What's up with all these gamers? I
Like
like
World of
gamers.
Warcraft type of thing.
Yeah, gamers use the computer 24/7.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
Okay, number 4, here we go again. Miley Cyrus.
Hannah Montana.
Hannah Montana herself.
Yeah, the little girls just learning how to use computers. I'm sure they're on it all the time.
Right, she's not even really, I don't think she's old enough to really drive legally
She's what,
yet. and
16?
She's
She's
in
dumb.
top.
She's just so young.
She's like 16 years old. Number 3, My man, Barack Obama.
Barack Obama.
With all his decisions lately, I can definitely understand why he's in.
I thought he'd be higher.
Me
He's
too.
3.
I mean, you have celebrities
It's-
out meeting our president. I mean, it's kind of ironic that people are more interested in what, the recent drug update on Lindsay Lohan is compared to Barack Obama.
Right, yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of
That's
interesting.
it's American for you.
Number
Yeah.
2, this one, I thought it was a misprint at first because I was like, what? WWE wrestling.
Seriously.
No way.
Yeah. Number 2, above Barack Obama and
WWE
Jessica
was,
Alba.
like, popular when I was in 5th grade, maybe. Like,
Yeah.
That is
I went through
20
that
years
fad,
ago?
but WWE, the
above Barack Obama.
that's what is
don't.
society coming to? I don't understand this.
Like, wrestling
You
is
know
just-
how much wrestling then? I don't know.
I don't know if I'm going to
Is it
offend
something?
anybody, but it is the fakest thing I've ever seen
It's
before.
funny.
Like,
I watch wrestling now. I mean, I used to watch when I was a kid. It was a fad, and, it's Stone
And now you
Cold,
look
Steve
back
Austin,
on it.
Rock.
Yeah.
But now that I watch it now, it's like, how did I ever watch this? It's so
definitely.
fake.
No, I actually have to admit, I went to one WWE.
What?
wrestling.
Are you serious?
You would.
What are you trying to say?
What?
You're from upstate. That's what it. All right, continue.
All right.
Kids, when we take
Before
care
you get
of
yourself
the
in
field
trouble,
trip.
continue on with your list.
Okay. And the number one most searched term or collection of terms on Yahoo, Britney Spears.
Bernie
That does not
Spears.
surprise me,
Me neither.
actually.
Uh,
It's sad that she's above Barack Obama, but
Very sad.
I
I'm
mean,
surprised, like,
she's having a huge comeback. So she said she's having a huge comeback.
Right, she claims that it's a huge comeback.
I'm
I probably
surprised
want
Sarah
to see
Palin's
it.
not on there. Right?
Yeah, right. That's
Well, I guess it's
one.
from the whole
that-
year.
From the,
Right.
True, from the
So
whole
at the
year, not
beginning of
just
the year,
the
no
recent.
one really knew who Sarah
Definitely.
Palin was.
I bet she's in the top 20 though.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of anybody else here that's surprisingly absent.
McCain.
Right? John McCain. I mean,
Yeah.
wow.
All those, yeah.
That's another political figure that you'd think would be up there. Wow.
Even George W. Bush. He's our president right now.
Right, he's leaving office in, I think it was 50 days. Barack Obama comes into office.
Yeah.
49, 50 days.
January
I don't know. I know that I'm interested in what he's doing in his last days of office. I'm surprised that other people.
Have you
aren't
ever saying on
looking
one
at
show what he's going to do after office?
Definitely, yeah, anything like that. I'm surprised.
He
he
might
didn't.
just be chilling in Hawaii.
Probably, I would take a huge vacation
Yeah,
to be
that's what-
president for.
Me too.
Yeah. So
Learn that about it.
but how do you think the guy's gonna feel though? He's leaving office as the most unpopular president in American
His
history.
worst thing Nixon.
So,
Is he completely
That's
ignorant?
hard.
Does he read papers? Does he know that he is the most disapproved president ever?
Maybe he
It's
likes
not-
it.
I'm not sure because it's not that people thought Nixon had morality issues. With Bush, they just didn't like his policies. They thought he was not a good president, very ignorant in his policies. But as a person, I don't think people technically dislike him. They dislike the things he did in office. And I don't think he's a bad person at all. I just don't think that he made right decisions involving Iraq or anything like that. So
I agree.
A lot of people feel he didn't make a right decision.
Not
You know,
one.
that's
I
true.
wonder-
a lot of people are questioning whether he could have done a worse job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
But I mean, what other president has had to deal with such a massive destruction? No one's ever had to deal with such a terrorist attack to that extreme. So, I mean, I'm not a Bush supporter, but at the same time, I feel for the guy. He has
Yeah, but
no one.
presidents have gone through wars and they've done
No,
great.
it's definitely
all that
true.
stuff.
It's definitely
He
true.
could have handled it. If he's going to be president, he should be
Mhm.
Philip Stark.
No, I understand that.
I just can't believe that he was, in office for 8 years and he's
It's very
this-
surprising. I'm confused why he was reelected. People had distaste for him during his first 4 years.
Because he got us through 9/11 and everything. I feel like that's why everyone.
Barely.
I know.
And John Kerry was not that much of an opponent.
Yeah.
No, that's-
in the
that's
Democratic
true.
ticket.
Yeah.
A lot of people feel that he wasn't really that qualified to be president. So
Kind of like the Sarah Palin.
Right.
Right.
If she were to reappear in 2012, that is going to cause a lot of talk or a lot of discussion about that.
yeah, it could. I don't know. I'd like to see it.
I know, me too.
I think-
Barack Obama versus Sarah Palin.
Yeah, I think that could be so entertaining. Imagine the media hype. Imagine.
Right. No, definitely. It'll be in the news probably daily.
I just know
10
that
times
if
a day.
Barack Obama doesn't do very well, I'm just going to vote for Sarah Palin because it's just such a
It's
radical change. It's just like,
Definitely.
all right, it's Democrats, they didn't do good, so let's try the Republicans again.
Right. He did discuss about, with Hillary as the Secretary of State, they are talking about a more lenient Iraq policy, I believe. In 16 months, once he comes into office, he's trying to pull out most of the troops. If that fails, Sarah Palin could possibly have a chance of winning.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, it's so far away. He can do so much stuff, but
Definitely.
we'll see what happens.
You know, between the economy recession in Iraq, it'll be very interesting. You know, that he has listed and talked about his different policies and stuff, but you know, like as Bush thought, you know, he's making right decisions. You know, no one really fully understands how to handle situations. So these policies could completely flop and go in the wrong direction.
And I think that one thing that's going to have a huge splash effect is that Barack Obama has said that in his first few years in office, what he wants to do is he wants to, like you said, take troops out of Iraq and put them in Afghanistan. Because he wants to focus on the Al-Qaeda threat. And let's just say that in his first 3 or 4 years as president, he catches Osama bin Laden. That would be huge.
Oh, they're
right.
Re-elected on the spot.
Right there, boom, hero.
You can't.
Right, so it's almost like it's that simple. Like he just has to have this one big splash event.
Oh, he just has to catch her, bin Laden. It's so simple, you know.
I mean, there's always that speculation. People are saying that Osama bin Laden is dead. They're saying he's in hiding. Like no one really knows like where he is. So like everyone's like, oh, if he gets that one thing, but it's so much more difficult than just be like, I'll go catch him. Over and done with, guys.
I think he's hiding in the back of the cave.
I don't believe he's dead.
You ever see Iron Man? You know, like when they're on the caves and stuff. That's what I think.
Like that cave, I mean, that's a movie, but and still, like they had all like electricity connections. You know, inside the cave was just like a house almost, but on the
outside.
outside.
Built the Iron Man suit.
Right.
I mean, if you can do that, you can do anything.
Right. So
you build
the
Iron Man suit,
outside
you
is
can
like
hide
a giant rock.
Because whatever we see in Iron Man, it's got to be
real. It has to be true.
I did love that movie though a lot. That was a really good movie.
Yeah, and for those of you, I know that there are a lot of you out there who saw The Dark Knight and loved it. Christian Bale and Heath Ledger, who sadly passed away after that accidental overdose. The DVD for The Dark Knight is coming on December 9th.
Oh, it's Christmas.
And
it's on the Christmas list.
A lot of people are going to be really happy with that under their tree.
So. I know, I need some good
And Step Brothers is coming out too.
Step Brothers is so funny.
So
that
I
was a really
think DVD should be a hot ticket this holiday season.
You know, they're not very expensive. With,
you know, $20, $25. No, definitely. I went to FYE actually on Black Friday. They had DVDs 2 for $12, and not even old DVDs, like really good DVDs.
Wow. Do you know that? Maybe last year I realized what FYE stands for. Do you guys know what it stands for?
For your entertainment.
I had no idea.
Really?
Until like last year. And for the longest time I thought it was FI. Just FI.
You never saw those periods in between each letter?
Is there periods?
I believe there is.
I think there is.
No.
I'm no expert on FYE,
but I just thought it was FI for the longest time. Let's go to FI. Go buy a new CD.
Have you guys been to Crossgates Mall recently?
No. I went there. I live around here, so I was there on Black Friday. Madhouse, madness.
You were there on Black Friday?
I work at Express. It was a madhouse. It was crazy.
Wow. It was like packed.
Parking, unbelievable. Walking, like, there's like parking lots across the street, which I like with the back spot. Like 10 minutes just to get to the front door. Like, then another like hour in line to get anything. It was ridiculous.
Wow. That was, I worked at Black Friday at my mall too, and there's this back corner parking lot where it's just so funny because no one knows that you don't have to park there. It's useless until Black Friday.
Black Friday, no, definitely.
And then it's full. And it's just like, all right, that parking lot's there for Black Friday. I think you built so much stuff there, but
it's like the worst holiday shopping season. I am finding it hard to believe with how crazy all the malls were. I was at the mall in Saratoga too, and it was pretty busy up there too. But I don't know, maybe people are buying smaller quantities or just looking for one thing in and out. But who knows?
Well, see, I still have to do my. Have you guys gotten your Christmas shopping done? Because I haven't done it yet.
I'm actually not doing Christmas shopping this year.
No?
No, well,
Do you not have any loved ones? What's going on?
Yeah, I really don't like people.
No, actually likes him. That's the whole problem.
That's the problem. It likes me. No, my sister and I are exchanging, and my parents, I've actually bought them every year for people out there. I've talked about the previous show, Hither Hills. We go out camping every year. So I paid for the campsites for the week.
Hither Hills is so nice.
Yeah, so it was like $200 the campsite. I put it on my credit card because I'm the one that got the campsite. It was really hard to get it. So $100 a parent. That's pretty good.
I used to work at Ticketmaster, and I used to deal with Hither Hill reservations. It was insane reservations. They would have people. They don't have waiting lists for Hither Hills.
No.
So you can call. I think it's up to like 70 days in advance or something like that. Or like not. Or
it's 6 months.
6
No,
months.
9 months.
9 months.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember. I worked there like 2 years ago. and people would call like that morning exactly at the exact time, at the minute, to the 9 months before the date
9
they
months
went to
before the
arrive.
date. You have to go on the website, you have to call. I'm like,
Yeah, no,
it was horrible.
it was like
and I can't
100 calls.
multitask, so I'm trying to do it 8 in the morning on a Saturday morning.
Yeah,
I
no,
do
it's
not want to
definitely
be up.
crazy because they have, there's different campsites. People want the ones by the water, and then like there's how many tellers in there, and there's like 100 calls waiting on everyone's screen. Like it's a crazy day.
So I got the campsite, and that was their Christmas gift.
So when do you guys recommend doing your holiday shopping?
Well,
I
I'm a
would-
procrastinator, so maybe a week before, which is how I always do it every
Christmas
year.
They said after December 14th is the best time to go shopping.
Yeah.
I know I read that one time, so I guess the sales are going to get a lot better.
Yeah, hopefully.
But definitely, as you get closer to Christmas, it'll definitely, prices will decrease definitely.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, well, we're all looking forward to the holiday season, though. I really can't wait. It should be
looking
a
forward
good
to
time.
exams being over with.
Exams being over, back home, roasting chestnuts over an open fire, right?
All right, so get
All right.
After that, I think we should end the show. On that note, end the show.
All right, well, I'm Joe Buno.
I'm Joe Diaz.
And I'm Emily Cody. Have a great day.